Hello everybody, my name is Kademar. Welcome back for another video of NHL Franchise Mode. That's right, welcome back. We're gonna start our new series, boys. I decided to do a new series on this, another Franchise Mode series. We are not gonna be playing as the Senator, the Ottawa Senators, but we're gonna instead be playing as the Quebec City Nordiques. That's right. I decided that we were gonna play as this team, boys. We're gonna do the 32 expansion draft mode, which allows us to play as a 32th city or whatnot. So another team with the Las Vegas Golden Knights. So basically, there's going to be, instead of one team in the NHL, it's different. It's two different teams. I had to create the team, of course. I created the Nordiques. I want them to come back, of course. I did the arena, the same arena that there's in real life. So Videotron Center, Centre Videotron in French. So I think we're good, boys. I think everything should be fine. Everything seems nice. So I think we're good to go, boys. We're gonna start this up, boys. We're not gonna customize our AHL team. Doesn't matter too much. But here we are. Here is where we're standing right here. All right. So where we're standing is that basically what's gonna happen is that the Vegas Golden Knights already did their expansion draft. Okay. So now it's our turn to do the same. So we need to do our expansion draft. So in this video, we're not gonna simulate the first season. I don't think we're gonna have time for that, but what we are gonna go ahead and do is simulate that we're gonna do our expansion draft, choose the players carefully, and as well have like the normal draft picks for the rookies and whatnot. I think that's how it works. I'm not entirely sure. So the way it looks is that we're gonna be in the Western Conference. Now I don't want to be in the Western Conference because we're Quebec. I don't know if I really want to be there. I think I should trade up. I think I should be in Metropolitan Division, but that's a really tough division to fight in. I should probably switch for a team like Columbus Blue Jackets. I could put them in there. See, that's the thing. I don't know, boys. Should I be in the Western Conference? That Western Conference is a really tough place to be. I think I should trade places with the Red Wings. Yeah, I should trade places with the Red Wings. We're gonna swap. There we go. So we're gonna be in the Atlantic divisions, of course, in exchange for the Red Wings, the Detroit Red Wings. They're gonna be in the Central Division. So let's go, boys. Let's do this. We're gonna be in the Atlantic division. Now I do need to not owner mode, no salary cap. CPU trades, yes. No assistant coach. No. All right, none of these. I only want CPU trades. All right. I think I'm good. I think we're good, boys. So now we just need the overview. I'm gonna do all of this really quick, boys. I do want to show you guys the way the jerseys look. I don't know if it's gonna be possible to show you guys, but I really want to show you. So we're gonna have to go into a game mode or whatnot. And once we're in actually the menu afterwards, I'm going to show all of you guys that everything you need to see. Alrighty then, boys, let's go. So there it is. There's the menu. As you all know it, you already at this particular time are familiar with this menu already, boys. So playing as the Quebec Nordiques, you can see the logo behind. I really like that. Or instead of being lightish blue, like the old times, like the first time they were there, I decided to go for a darker blue, darker colors, a little bit more like darker. I really want them to I really wanted them to be different and not just the same old team. You know, I want them to be even better than they were, and I'm hoping that this is gonna work, boys. We're creating our own new team. Everything starts from the beginning. So we're gonna have to see right here. We don't have any players whatsoever. It's normal. We gotta do our own expansion draft. Let's go ahead and do it, boys. We're gonna begin this advance to expansion draft. Well, I figured I'd take a moment to welcome you to the Quebec City Nordiques franchise. You have your plate full with the upcoming expansion draft, but I'll touch base again in a few days before the draft itself, after I get sense of who the other teams are going to make available. Alright, so we're basically gonna have to wait for all the other NHL teams to wait for who they want to give up, who they're willing to give up, and we're gonna be able to choose in a comparison, boys. Looks like the first draft is gonna be Carolina, and Vancouver. We're in 4th place in the draft pick, boys, which is really good. Right before Vegas. Let's sim until the actual expansion draft, boys. All right, let's do this, boys. So pretty much the decision you make in this expansion draft tomorrow will decide whether the franchise sinks or swims in its first year. I'll be keeping a closer eye on your choices, as will the fans. So no trouble at all right there. All right, there's no problem whatsoever. We just have to make sure that we have the right players to begin with. So like the guy that has the team, basically, he like he said, we either sink the team right at the bat or we swim with it. So we have a good first year with it, like the Vegas Golden Knights in the real life. We're gonna see if we can do like them, if we can manage to get good players. We're gonna have to see, boys. Let's begin the expansion draft, not wait any more time. We gotta do this, boys. So we're gonna draft first from the Anaheim Ducks. It goes into it's basically in order with the alphabetic order. So let's do this. We've got the Anaheim Ducks. What kind of player do they have? All right, let's see. So they do have Sami Vatanen, would be a great choice for a defenseman. What kind of defenseman? Easy. He's a top 4. That would be helpful. I think a top 4 would be really helpful. Let me see if we got any goaltenders first off. No real goaltenders that are like important to me in the first place, so we're not gonna go for that. I think I'm gonna go for Sami Vatanen, boys. Probably. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Sami Vatanen, which is a top 4 offensive defenseman. I really want to focus on the offensive defensemen, boys. They're really important, really good. I don't want any defensive defensemen. I don't like these. And I actually don't like the power forwards or whatnot. I like the snipers a lot, and the playmakers are really good. So we're going to be going for the offensive type of team, boys. So Sami Vatanen, our first ever draft from the team. And now for the Arizona Coyotes, we got a choice. We've got Luke Shen, which is a defenseman once again. We're not going to go for him. He's a top 6 at 79 overall only. We're not going to go for him. Jamie McGann, pretty weak. Shane Doan, with a legend itself. Third check line forward. I don't know if I really want to go for him. He's 40. He's probably going to get like a lot worse than he should be going, so I don't think I should be going for him. Burmistrov would be a great choice, but it's a depth forward. Right now we need players that can actually play already in the NHL. Let me see if we got any goaltenders that we could pick. Nobody really. Is Wiedemann a backup goaltender? He is, but it's a low fringe starter. We're not going to go for that. So we need to go for our forward, boys. We need to go for a forward. I already have a top 4, so I got a paper. I got a sheet of paper. I'm gonna write down everything I got to not forget exactly what type of players I already picked, boys. So Brad Richardson. Let me see real quick. Let me scout the team real quick. Okay, I decided to go for Burmistrov, boys. He's the best option. I would have gone for Shane Doan, but I think I can manage to get a better third line scorer, third line checker for my team. I can manage to have better than that. I'm sure of it. So Burmistrov, a player for the future, a top medium, top 9. He's a depth. Maybe he's gonna grow right before the season begins. So we're gonna pick him up, boys. Burmistrov. We've got a depth forward. So far only Vatanen is eligible for the NHL. Let's see on the Boston Bruins now. We've got McQuaid, which is, let me see, defensive defenseman. We're not picking him up. Anything that's defensive defenseman, we're not picking it up, boys. Absolutely not. All right, and the two-way forwards, not picking up these ones as well. All right, we're only picking up grinders, power forwards, playmakers, snipers, and offensive defensemen or two-way defensemen. All right. For the goaltenders, doesn't matter as long as they produce. I can look at that by the way. We're gonna look at this right away. We got Kudibin or Subban, Malcolm Subban. Now Malcolm Subban is a goaltender that would have. He's not producing that well. He's not doing that well though. 81% only. But you know what I mean? I think I'm gonna go for Malcolm Subban probably. Unless we've got somebody, like we don't have any big prospect right now over there for the players. And there's nobody really big that I could pick up eventually. So yeah, I think what I'm going to end up doing, boys, we've got our backup goaltender already. Is going to be Malcolm Subban, our backup goaltender. All right, we got our backup goaltender, boys. Let me see. Now we are for the Buffalo Sabres. We've got Bogosian, top 4. He's a top 4 defenseman, two-way defender. That's a good one. That's a good one that we could pick up. We got Kulikov, another two-way defenseman, a top 6. I think it would be better to have Bogosian in this instance. Nicolas Deslauriers, a good 4th liner, but medium top 9. I don't medium bottom 6. Not entirely sure about that. He's a grinder though. Would be pretty good for the 4th line. Let me see, Matt Molson. We do have Matt Molson. He's a sniper on the 3rd line. Josh Georges, no thank you. Let me see really quick what we got. Nothing. We've got nothing. Remember, we already have our backup goaltender. I think I'm gonna go for Bogosian, boys. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Bogosian. We've got 2 top 4s, so we can either get, like, we don't know if there's gonna actually be a top 2 available. There's probably not gonna be a top 2 available, so we're gonna try to go for 4 top 4s and 2 top 6s. Let's see. Let's see if we can manage to get these things right. We got the Flames, the Calgary Flames now. Mark Stone is the highest overall. Another top 4, two-way defender as well. Michael Stone. I don't know if I really want to go for him. But he's a top 4, so maybe I should go for him. I'm not entirely sure. We should try to go for a 3rd liners now. Probably Chris Versteeg, a sniper on the 3rd line. We've got a grinder. I prefer having the sniper. Chris Versteeg is better. We've got these guys. Actually, you know what? I would pick Michael Furlan instead because he's a grinder and he can still grow with medium top 9. Is on the 3rd line. Alex Chiasson, 3rd line as well. Power forward. I think I'm gonna go for Alex Chiasson, boys. Let me see really quick. Lance Bouma. No, he's a 4th liner. We've got Matt Stajan over here. No, the other one. There I go. But I'm not gonna go for that. Any goaltenders? We gotta look for the goaltenders, boys. So we got a starting goaltender right here, an option. But I'm gonna take a chance and not pick him up, boys. Mike Smith, he could be our starter, but I feel like I could have a better starter than that. So not gonna pick up Mike Smith. Instead, we're gonna pick up Alex Chasson, which is a 3rd forward liner, boys. So he's a 3rd liner. Now let me write down what I got so far. I've got a 3rd forward. So right wing. I already have 1/3 forward liner. I've got, for defense, I've got top 4s twice. And I've got a backup goaltender. So goaltenders, I do have the backup. Right, so that's what I have right now. We can go to Carolina Hurricanes. I'm having a tough time talking right now, boys. Let's see the goaltenders right away. We do have Cam Ward, backup goaltender. We don't need him. So we've got Lee Stempniak on the 3rd line. He's a right winger. We already have our third liner on the right wing. We don't need him. Let me see. Nestrazel, a deaf player maybe. Not entirely sure. We don't have too much players right here, so I think we're gonna go for one of these young players that can grow. Nordstrom would be really good choice. Left winger actually, and he's a top 9, medium top 9 on the left wing. Deaf forward. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for that, boys. I might go for that. Nothing else really. So the only eligible one that could play on the NHL third line is Lee Stempniak, but we're not gonna pick him up. We're gonna pick it instead. Pick up Nordstrom. Is a two-way forward. Ah, no. Okay, I don't want him. If he's a two-way forward, then I don't want him. I guess then I'm gonna go for Nistrazil. No, he's a two-way forward as well. Oh my god. Well, I don't have a choice then. Yeah, I don't have a choice. I'm gonna go for Nordstrom, I guess. It's only two ways. It's only players that are two-way forwards. So going for Nordstrom, another def. I think that's, yeah, 2 left wingers that are def. So nothing really so far interesting for the left wing. Now, over the Blackhawks, we've got Forsberg, which would be a backup goaltender. We don't need that. Let me see really quick what we have as an option. We do have Vilipoka right there on the bottom, but we should start to pick up some top 6s. That's a defensive defenseman, Oduya. Brian Campbell will be a good one. He's an offensive defenseman. Matt Kruger, we need centermans. So this is a 4th liner, two-way forwards. Not gonna pick that up. All right, we've got all of this. Vilipoka, two-way defender, really good. Minor top 2 though, only, so I don't think I should go for him. I really don't think so, boys. So what I'm gonna end up doing, I'm gonna pick up Brian Campbell for our top 6 defensemen. So 1 top 6 already. Let's hope he stays that way until the next team. So let me see. We've got a top 6. We've got one of the top 6s. That's good. Now we're going for the Avalanche. Let's see if they got any goaltenders. They don't have any goaltenders. Our best player is Soderberg and Teuton. Soderberg, centerman, two-way forward. Not gonna pick him up. Teuton, defensive defenseman. Nope. Weirkoch, two-way defender. Top 6 two-way defender, and he can still grow. That's pretty good. We've got Jelena, two-way defender. I actually want to have Jelena instead of Weirkoch because he's a high instead of medium. So if we have to pick up between these two, we're gonna pick up Eric Jelena, boys. Let me see. We've got Nieto, but he's not eligible to play. Nobody else really. Yeah, nobody else that is really eligible to play. So we're gonna go for Eric Jelena, boys. High top 6 of potential. He's a top 6 right now. Two-way defender. Let's go for him. We've got both of our top 6s right now. We only need 2 more defensemen. We got space for 2 more defensemen. Let's hope it's gonna be top 4s. We're looking for top 4s now. So we do have a top 4 right there. Two-way defenseman, Jack Johnson. That's great. That's great. No more top 6s. We're looking for top 4s, boys. And we are looking for a starter still. We're still looking for a starter. Oh my god. We've got Korpisalo as an option right there, boys. As a backup goaltender. Korpisalo, medium, elite. I should go for him, right? I should normally go for him right away. He's a medium elite. Having an elite on your team is the best option you can ask for. Yeah, we're gonna go for that. We're gonna go for that. He's an elite. I gotta pick him up. I gotta pick him up, boys. So we've got 2 backups. 2 backups. I guess they're gonna exchange their roles. So no more goaltenders. Still gonna look at the goaltenders just to be sure that we've got something. Not really. All right. So now we're looking at the stars. We've got Dan Amnews, maybe. No, it's a top 6. So Alesh Angski, pretty good playmaker on the 3rd line. We do need a left winger though. We do need left wingers. We already have a 3rd scorer, a 3rd liner on the right wing. Roussel is actually a grinder on the left wing, so we're gonna pick him up because he's a left winger on the. He's a left winger, so we need left wingers. So let's see, we've got a third liner on the left wing and on the third wing, on the right wing. The Detroit Red Wings, boys, don't have any goaltenders really. They do have Howard, but it's a backup. We don't need him. So forwards, Abdelkader, which is actually a pretty good player, I gotta say, boys. He's a third liner, which means that if we pick up a third liner, another third liner for either right wing or left wing, that means that we're not gonna have any space for like two second liners or first liner. I think what's gonna happen anyways is there's not gonna be any first liner or second liners that the team is gonna want to give up. So I think we should be okay if we want to have that. Let me see, two-way forward. Yeah, so Abdelkader would be the best option. No top sixes. I don't want to go for that unless it's like a young player or whatnot, like this guy, Ryan Sproul. But I don't want to go for that. So we are gonna go ahead and go for the for Abdelkader, another left wing. So we've got two of those, two third line left wingers. Now we're going for the Edmonton Oilers. Let's see what we got, boys. Kurt Russell or Chris Russell, I think. Letestu. What could we ever have? Nothing over here for the goaltenders. Okay, so Chris Russell is a top 6 defensive defenseman. We don't want him. We do need centermans. That's right. I haven't looked at the centermans. Playmaker Letestu would be a great choice for a centerman. This is a def one. He's a fourth liner, left wing. We don't have to look at the left wings just yet. It's not that much important. No, that's a two-way forward. So yeah, we are gonna go for Mark Letestu, boys, for our third forward centerman. So centerman, we do have a third forward. Panthers, the Panthers does have a top 4, I think. Yeah, they do have a top 4 two-way defender. We're gonna pick him up. I think we don't have too much of a choice right there. We're gonna pick up Jake Demers. Yeah, we do have Jokinen as an option. Not gonna pick him up just yet though. I don't think we really need him. And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, we're gonna go for Demers, boys. Another top 4. So we've got 3 of those. We only need 1 more top 4 on our team, and we should be okay. Oh my god, and here it is. Here it is. Our other top 4 is going to be Martinez, boys. Alec Martinez, two-way defender, top 4, 84 overall. We could go for Egenia or Gaborik. But left wingers already have 2 third liners. I think I want to go for Gaborik, boys. I might want, not Gaborik, but I want to go for, what's his face? Martinez. Yeah, we're going to go for Martinez, boys. It's our last defenseman. We've got everything we needed for our defenseman. No more defensemen. We don't need to look at the defensemen anymore. We need centermans, 2 left wingers. So 3 centermans, 2 left wingers. Oh my god. Right as I was saying that, boys. Low elite, Brodin. Now, whenever I say low elite, I gotta pick him up, boys. So forget whatever I just said. We're gonna have to pick him up, Brodin. We've got Brodin, so we've got 5 top 4s. We're gonna have to part with one of these. Montreal Canadiens, what do they have for us? Let's see the goaltenders. Montoya, nope. So we've got Schlemko, no more defensemen. We got everything we needed for the defensemen. So let's look at the forwards. We do have Charles Ludon, which is a really good player. Sniper, centerman, low top 6. I think I want to go for him. Otherwise, it would be Andrew Shaw. No, I want to go for Charles Ludon, boys. Charles Ludon, top 4. I'm going to pick up their top 4. Not top 4, but their 4th centerman. All right, let's see right here what we got. Do we have anything? No, Alak is right there. So let's look at the forwards. Chimera, Kuleman or Clutterbuck. All right, so that's our choices right here. Third line. All third liners. Of two-way forward. So Clutterbuck's a grinder. We're gonna pick up Clutterbuck, boys. Is on the right wing. Clutterbuck. So we've got 2 third liners on the right wing. We've got the Rangers now. It's a long expansion draft. The expansion draft is really long, boys. I don't even know if we're gonna have time for the actual draft pick for the rookies. I'm gonna try to make time, boys, but we're gonna see. Goaltenders, nobody. All right. What do we have here? We've got Grabner as a choice. We do have players that like are low top 6, like a Def, Matt Pumple, but I don't think I really need those. I think I'm gonna go for our last left winger for Michael Grabner. Is probably gonna be our best left winger actually. Yeah, I might go for him or the right wing, which is Jasper Fast. No, we're gonna go for Grabner, boys. Grabner, our last left winger. So we only need one more left winger, and it's for the 4th line. We only need one more left winger for the 4th line. Nashville Predators. What do they have for us? They don't have any goaltenders, so they do have Ekholm, but we are not looking unless it's an elite player like we got for Brodin. We're not gonna go after it. So we do have Yarnock right there, 3rd line. Oh, that's a shame. We can't pick him up, boys. We're not gonna pick him up. We already have 3 third liners. That's another right winger. Salomaki, what are you? 4th line, 2-way forward though. Nope, not going for the 2-way forwards. 4th line grinder, Cody McLeod. We're gonna go for Cody McLeod, boys. 4th line grinder. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So we've got, for the left wing, we've got everything we needed. We actually need one more left winger, boys. Need one more left winger. Almost there. And all right, so the New Jersey Devils. We have Smith Pelly, probably a 3rd liner, so we don't need him. Yep. Let me see what we got as an option. Either than that, minor score, minor. We don't have anything, so I should probably go for this guy, which is a minor top 2 defensive defenseman. I don't want that. I really don't. Wedgwood, maybe. Kincaid, backup goaltender. No, I don't want that. What could be good for us? That's nothing really. Maybe this guy. Minor checking forward, 2-way forward. I don't want that. See, that's the thing. I don't want these players. Really not good. It's exactly the kind of player I don't want, boys. I might have to go for Wedgwood. I guess I'm going to go for Wedgwood. They really didn't have anybody in the New Jersey Devils. Let me see the goaltenders. Nobody. All right. Let's see what we got as an option. Clark MacArthur. 2-way forward. Nope. Wingles. 3rd forward, but he's a 2-way forward. Nope, we don't want him. A centerman on the 3rd line, 2-way forward as well. Fucking Christ, it's only 2-way forwards, boys. These are not good. I don't like 2-way forwards. Another 2-way forward. God damn it. What is it? What is it with all these 2-way forwards, boys? It's annoying. I think I'm going to pick up Chris Neal. Chris Neal on the 4th line. Yeah, we're going to pick up our 4th liner, Chris Neal, for the right wing. So only one more right wing and one more left wing. We do need 2 more centermans, though. All right, Mark Reed over the Flyers. Not really. We don't have anything else, right? Let me see what we got as an option. So this is a sniper. Oh yeah, Michael Raffle would be a great choice, I think. He's a sniper. This is on the 4th line. Nope. Lawton is not good. Centerman, maybe. No, he's a deaf centerman. Vendelveld. Nope. Weiss. 4th liner. We already have a... No. Okay, so... Yeah, we're going to go for Mark Reed, boys. No, not Matt Reed. We're going to go for Michael Raffle, sniper, on the 3rd line. So this was our last left winger that we are picking up, boys. Last left winger. We're looking for one more right wing and a centerman. That's what we're looking for. That's what we need. Let's see right here. The Pittsburgh Penguins are not willing to give up any goaltenders. We do have a lot of choices for defensemen though. But offensive defenseman Justin Schultz would be really good. But we already have everything we needed on that. Maybe the centerman Brian Rust, which is a two-way forward. That's awful. Matt Cullen, third. No, two-way forward. What is it with the two-way forwards? Why is it so hard for us, boys? Why is it so hard to find a fucking centerman that's not a two-way forward? What is this? Archibald is a sniper. I mean, why is it so hard? I don't understand, boys. We've got Scholes, I guess. That's really the only option we could get. Wilson, we already have everything on the left wing, so maybe right wing. We've got a fourth liner. No, two-way forward. No, okay, so I guess I'm not. I don't have a choice. I have to go for Brian Rust. He's a two-way forward. I don't like two-way forwards, but I don't have a choice at this point. So let's pick him up, boys. Another two-way, another third liner. So now we need only one more centerman. One more centerman. Let me see really quick what we can have. Do we have any goaltenders available? Nope. So the San Jose Sharks are willing to give up Joel Ward, which is a grinder, third line forward. We're going to pick him up, boys. So he's going to be our player right here. Unless there's one of these. That's no. Okay, so no, they're both two-way forwards. We're going to go for Joel Ward, boys, on our team. Last right winger to be selected for our team. St. Louis Blues. We're still looking for one more centerman, boys. And afterwards, we can pick up whoever we want, I guess, for the minors. So one more centerman. We got Patrick Berglund right there. A second liner. But he's a two-way forward. Second liner, a two-way forward. Not worth it. Not worth it, boys. Then he's not going to produce. So I'm not going to pick him up. We need a centerman right now. Letera, do you have what it takes to two-way forward, for fuck's sake? Brodziak, two-way forward. There's no way. I can't do anything. There's no way. I can't win no matter what. I can't do anything. Left winger, a fourth liner, Yaskin, not really. Low top four, Ratty. Think that would be a great choice. Low top four. Think I'm going to go for him, boys. I'm just going to pick him up. We're going to pick him up really quick for the minors. Do they have anybody useful for us? Come on now. I need a centerman that can actually produce. That's a fourth liner, but a grinder. At this point, I think I'm going to go for Cedric Paquette, boys. I might go for him because he's the only one that's not a two-way forward. Annoying. It's really annoying. I guess we're going to go for him, boys. I guess we're going to go for Cedric Paquette. So we've got everybody we needed. We got everybody we needed, boys. Now, all we need to do is pick up a couple of minors and whatnot. We do have nobody over here. So Maple Leafs are willing to give up a Brian Boyle, which is actually a power forward centerman. Well, kid you not, there's actually a... I had to wait. I should have waited a little bit more. So we're going to pick him up. We're going to pick up Brian Boyle. Of course, we're going to make some trades for people that we don't have space for them. We do have Ryan Miller right here. I'm feeling good about my two goaltenders though, so we're not going to pick him up. Alright, so Reed Boucher. I do want him. He's a right winger. We're going to pick him up. Top 9. Medium top 9. Capitals, what do they have for us? Grubauer, not really. So what do they have for us? Alsner, never in my life would I have Alsner. Shattenkirk, offensive defenseman, a top 4. We're going to pick him up. We're going to need that defenseman. He's going to be really good for our team. The Jets, what do they have? Nothing for the goaltenders. They do have a high top 6, but he's a defensive defenseman. We don't need that. Let me see what we could get. Is there anything really? Kuzmachuk maybe is a great option. Yeah, No, he's a two-way forward. Two-way forward as well. Let me see. No, nothing. Doesn't look like there's nothing really that seems interesting in my mind. It doesn't look like there's really anything. I might go for Kumachuk, I guess. I guess I'm gonna go for him. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a Kusmachuk, boys. Hang on, you must draft a defender next in order to have a minimum of a line. Oh, I need a defenseman. Well, in that case, if I need a defenseman, how about you? You're deaf, but defenseman. Oh, come on now. Maybe one of these. Defensive defenseman, offensive defenseman. We're gonna pick you up, and that's it. So that's it. That's our draft pick, boys. That's our draft pick, our expansion draft, and make the pick, I guess. Finish the draft. Yeah, finish the draft. We just need to finish the draft, I guess. So finish it. Boom. That's it. So we're done. We've got all these players you can see on the screen right there. This is all our expansion draft picks. There's a couple of them, like some defensemen that we're going to have to trade. Another couple of centermen as well. But overall, we're going to have a great team. I think we're going to have a great team. I tried my best to have the best available team at my disposition for that. So we're going to sim until the draft. Alright, sim to the draft. So the expansion draft is behind us, and we now have a core of players to build around. Next up is the NHL entry draft. Once it's completed, I'll touch base with you again in a few months to discuss my expectations for the franchise, and you in particular. Alright, so let's sim ahead to the actual draft pick, boys. The draft. We know that we're 4th overall, and we could be 1st overall. Where there's a way to do that. I think we can get rid of one of our defensemen that we already know we're not going to use. But I think on the next video, we're going to do that on the next video, boys. This video was all about getting our players for the expansion draft. And I think we did pretty great. We did a pretty great job. Let's look at our players really quick. The players I chose for my team, alright? The best players for the points as well, alright? So best players for the best player overall I took for the points is Shattenkirk, which is the defenseman, of course. We're going to keep him for sure. He's going to be a really good defenseman for us. Offensive defenseman, we've got Grabner. We've got Martinez, which does do a lot of points, actually. They're really good. Mark Letestu, Joel Ward, Brian Ross, Jason Demers, Antoine Roussel, Brian Boyle, Jonas Brodin, our low elite defenseman. We're going to need to keep him for sure. Alex Chasson, Sami Vatanen, Justin Abdulkader, Kyle Clutterbach, boys. Alexander Burmistrov for the Miners. Joachim Nordstrom for the Miners as well. Michael Raffle, Bogosian, Reed Boucher for Miners. Cedric Paquette for the 4th line. Cody McLeod for the 4th line as well. Chris Neal, 4th line. Centerman for the 4th line as well. Charles Hudon. Ty Ratty, Eric Gelina, and that's about it for the ones that we can look at. Our 2 goaltenders this year are going to be Korpisalo and Malcolm Subban. So Korpisalo is going to be our starter goaltender with the medium elite, and the medium starter Malcolm Subban as our backup. We have a great team ahead of us, boys. I have a high feeling that we're going to have a great team in front of us, boys. Nobody else really on the AHL. Alright, we're good, boys. So this is basically the team, what it looks like. I'm gonna see you guys for the next video where we are actually gonna do the draft pick and maybe start the simulation of the season, of the first season. Not entirely sure just yet. We're gonna have to see though. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video. Keep it easy, boys.